Charlie, please. No crashes, no crashes, no crashes. Please, please, please. Please. I'm not gonna start no save. We're in. Hello everyone! Welcome to my completely new and totally not rehashed stream where I stream a game we have absolutely never seen before on this channel. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about, don't you? So we're going to be playing some Rogue Trader based off the tabletop game called Rogue Trader, and I don't know much about it except you're like this person called a Rogue Trader. Well, I also know a lot about Warhammer, but you know. Okay. Continue. Normal difficulty. Come on. Make a custom character. Let's just jump right into it with absolutely no expectations otherwise. Let's see. A formidable noble sounds cool. Don't know why, just feel like it. Persuasion sounds nice. I kind of want to be able to know things, so let's go full diplomat. And we'll go opposite. Lead from the back, you know? What would be good things to increase? We got 30 points. Let's see, skill sounds nice because I like the idea of being able to hit things. Perception to never be caught off guard. Let's specialize in diplomacy a bit. I don't really want to have stat lower than 30 if possible. I know, let's be smart. Never a bad thing to be smart to the Imperium, obviously. Ooh, patient fortune. Baptist repentance, seeker's haven. Eye of providence. Oh, that sounded kind of cool. Righteous absolution. Ooh. It kind of sounds like it goes too hard. Patient fortune. Sure, why not? Naturally will be Dolly, because that's me. Oh, I never actually modified the appearance beyond what was already there. Maybe I should do that. Give myself some large long hair, I think. You gives us some pretty red hair, that's impressive. Something like that seems good.
I'll mention this triumph in my memoirs.
The battleground beckons. Madness conquers the void. Gaze upon the powers of the veil. Lads! Let the bodies pile! A new note in discordant melody! Behold the wrath of madness!
I always keep my options open.
All hands, prepare for acceleration.
Man, I kind of want to do the mad female, but it really doesn't fit the whole noble thing. Let's try this. And let's hope it doesn't do something completely weird and unpredictable, like crashing on me out of the blue. That would really suck. Could you imagine? I would hate that. Oh, press any key to continue. I was like, why is it not doing anything? It's probably got no teeth. Smooth. So funny! Does it look like the skulls have wigs? That's very funny. And who are you?
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Truly an awe-inspiring sight.
That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor. To inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with the chance to give their very life for the master of humanity. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
It feels so like pretentious diva to introduce myself with the full title. However, I'm a pretentious diva. The Duchess Dolly Eos Svinrilia Dival of Calaxis. You may call me Your Grace.
My deepest respects to you, Your Grace. A noble of the Imperium. It's been a long time since Providence last brought such eminent guests aboard this vessel.
You're sarcastic, little rat.
I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
I feel like I've low-key been adopted. Lord Captain, a strange title for the Lady Theodora.
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis at the time when the first rogue traders entered the Gold Emperor's service, and therefore, it is sacrosanct.
Sacrosanct. Can't say I'm particularly familiar with that word. Hello and good night, bye. Oh, thanks for dropping by, Ray. Always good to see you after so long. Hope you rest well. So let's see. Tell me about the one on whose ship I found myself.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back. Especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention.
Yes, you've seen these lots of things, Bushy. That's totally understandable. I've been
Suffice it to
there
say
as well.
that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade, and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
Hello, 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 hello. Ask you do not incur her anger by being obtuse, but being obtuse is like the thing I do. You're asking the world of me. I need a drink first. Let's see. You say one of the rogue trader's heirs, so there's another candidate?
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
Oh. Why will this first why I brought here?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor.
I'm sorry. I've been requisitioned? Sorry, I've been here in a while the times. I was like, that's totally okay. Like, this is not an obligation to be here. I wish it would be an obligation for people to be here, because then I would be talking to myself all the time. But, you know, it's not technically an obligation. You can just shop whenever you want. Please shop a lot, please shop a lot. Still, it's good to see you after a while. It's been too long. I've forgotten your face.
Your former position may have been different from conventional service as part of one of the institutions of the Imperium. But from now on, a different fate awaits you. One chosen for you by the Lord Captain. I advise you to come to terms with this reality as quickly as possible.
Sure, whatever. An Imperial noble just picked off the ground like a rock to throw at someone. As one is often. You have a curious title, Master of Whispers. What are your responsibilities?
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
So you're someone to keep in mind, sure. I assume you had some goal in mind and you decided to seek me out. Let us address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far.
You are telling me.
The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Cool. Move your carrots by left-clicking on the screen. Sure. Ooh.
Is there money to be made?
Bill, don't ask me. How do I move this camera? Ah, with the arrow keys. Can't just like click middle mouse button. Access to my gun already, what? Oh, this is going to be a system, isn't it? Somebody's just going to be interactive. They are marked as specific icons. Let's click to interact. Or tap to... A massive conference table, obviously crafted from real wood. A resource of incredible value on a void ship. Which isn't like that rare. There's entire planets of the stuff, you know. Huh. Oh. Means that I can go around harassing people? Oh, that's wonderful. Technically, machine facilities required. Box castination, consecration of in the preparation of technomarts. Don't touch things. Got it, got it, got it. Oh, I can also use WAS. That makes things a bit easier. It's my lady. How many days has it been? Oh, they have to wait days. Wonderful blessings of imperial diplomacy. Oh, so the copy of the 2348th box in Lex Imperialis. Huh.
I always have a backup plan.
Oh, we also have like fog of war line of sight kind of deal going on. That's cool.
One of the Fon Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
Don't mind if I do.
What's happening?
And the servitors have gone nuts.
Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Ugh.
To arms!
You've been ambushed, the battle begins. Surviving the grim darkness of the far future. Oh, they said it! You had to face enemies of all kinds. Fight for your life. Shoot, and don't let it get too close. Why are you so scared, bro? Great work. Oh. Oh. What was the game of turn-based and placed on the grid? Awesome. So I could, for example, move over here. Is there any cover? I don't know. When I played the other Warhammer game, there weren't like... There wasn't a cover system and that always upset me. Let's see, do I want to move? What's the range of my gun anyway? I would need to move up to do that. Or I could just... You serving me a voice of command could be pretty funny combo on anyone else. Let's just yell at you to do things for me.
On it.
You serve me, do this. I'll need to move left 2, forward 2.
Don't let your guard down.
Action points, blah blah. You see, tier is noting your weapons' effective and maximum firing ranges.
I'll see to it personally.
Not bad. I think that's all I want to do, so... Oh, that did nothing. Hey, so like, twin analysis is all very well and good, but
It's as good as done.
I'm not exactly like a combatant. Oh, I can't move after I've shot, that's great.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
Cool. Wow, 1 point of damage. That's amazing. And they killed the one I was bossing around. I don't see how that's going to be very useful. There is cover. That's good to know. In just a practicality, I'll make sure he's slightly close to the enemy.
Make it happen.
Your characters missed. Change their gear. I don't really know what you want me to do, buddy. I see. So when you're engaged in CQC.
I'll see to it
Your end was inevitable.
Scarce you believe on a tale like this.
Suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, you guys are pleasantly punctual.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Open the map, sure, whatever. Why is it sometimes still smoldering? It seemed the cause of malfunction was just motive. Aren't you essentially gone construct with blessing? Sounds to me like there's just some random gun with no worth here. Why does that deserve it? Whatever. First, the breach capital was the pacifcation of the shipped one. See, that is more interesting. That is actually something. It is unfinished. No symbol. How fun that's used, but in place. Each F. I know you said you will look at them after you're done, but I'm just going to be nosy and look at every single one of these. I don't care. A violet ally, which upon close inspection shows to be a handcrafted object. Symbols carved with primitive tool are visible on the surface. A black shard of obsidian. You get closer, you can discern a strange, barely perceptible glow inside the artifact. I bet that's Necron
keep my options open.
No one asked. Massive golden amalgam, space sparkling particles. The standard pedestal is no doubt solid, but the surface shimmers and changes too, as if someone has captured a piece of turbulent sea within rock. Raindrop that resembles sea coral. The porous surface is pitted, a sign it's been under water. A grey-green crystal with the white veins. A little hum can be heard coming from the artifact. So she just collects rocks, is that right? Oh, more servitors. That's initially a consecration. Oh, here we are.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
The man dressed in peculiar garb is voiced high with tension, his face half of which is covered by synth skin, insisting a grimace of displeasure and disbelief. Adelthrad, is that the other, like, air competitor thing?
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
Let's survey the room. Your first impression of Adelthrad, who appears to be about 30 years old, is a parchment-like skin stretched over a tiny bump of mass of sinew, implants, and bone. The nervously twitching fingers, the face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements were all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. In stark contrast to Adelthard, Theodora von Valentius's features appear as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Adelthard. Next to the two of them, you see two more men. One is a grey-haired officer of impeccable bearing who is studying the contents of his data slate. The other is a behemoth bursting with holsters and baldricks containing all manner of weapons.
Our second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer.
Driving a voice and powerful feeling of being watched forced you to look over at Theodora. Her trees straight against like herself, predatory and oppressive.
Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say. But attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Your character's skills reflect enlarging capability. Skill test. Nice. I see. Lawsina succeeded. The Spurs could well be the native's name for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case in the population of Ion 6 engaged in Xeno worship. Or Warp succeeded. There are ways to confirm whether that what's happening on Ion 6 witchcraft or not. It might cost several cycles to do so, but it will give us the answer. Then myself. Heresy. Truth be told, if anyone says underworld spirits in this setting, yeah, no. I'm chucking a few psychers at the problem and seeing what sticks.
Thorough, but presumptuous. It took me a great deal to find one psyker who could serve me well for many years. Yet you speak of several.
sanctioned psychers are rare and valuable instruments of the Golden Throne? Or do you suggest that we use heretics, who are an offense to the God Emperor's light? It would be rather careless of you to utter such profanity in the presence of his faithful servants.
What's a good response here? I give a straight answer to a simple question, which as I understand is still more than you could do, Aethelflaed. Your best friends are God Emperor and Lady Theodora. Does it become any of us asking for any petty feuds? I find your tone most disagreeable throughout. I can't help it when you speak. Shut your mouth, Aethelflaed. I think the first answer is the most noble, like. I give a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do, Aethelflaed.
Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you?
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
Oh, I love her accent. It's so, like, upper class with the or instead of just oh. My orifices. Maybe I shouldn't say it like that.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
Aethelflaed bows ceremoniously and takes his leave without sparing you another look. Bye, Lisa.
So, why are you here?
Was it not you who sent for me?
You have ceded the opening that was offered to you in a woeful display of meekness. Admittedly, this tendency is equally strong in all who toil in the Emperor's service. Immutable hierarchy, absolute obedience, lickspittlery, compulsion to please. I value none of these things. From the moment my envoys came for you, the terms of your existence changed.
Well, I was saying it more in a coy way, but sure, whatever.
My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all.
Surprising to see a rogue trader so loyalist. Like, I know they generally are, but there's not like any particular obligation for them to be. It's interesting.
It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
I'm ready to take on this sacred purpose.
Oh yes, you would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of rogue trader. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Did I hear you correctly? The Master of Whispers is related to you.
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly and, as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voigtvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Thank you for clarifying. May I ask questions now?
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
Where is your ship headed?
The Rycad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rycad on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time.
What are my current responsibilities?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
By the way, I knew I got, like, murdered just now.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Now, enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is ancient. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
I like how you can just straight up ask, what the hell is a navigator? I know what a navigator is, so I'm not going to embarrass myself in front of the rogue trader. Go look it up in Lexicon if you need more information. And I'm also not going to suck up to her, because I'm a professional. I have no more questions.
In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Ah! Neat. Oh, great. A rebellion.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none!
Your emperor won't save you!
Oh, cultists. Wait, why does Theodora have 10 times my health points?
Emperor, protect me!
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Follow my lead.
That's one heck of a plasma weapon. Oh. Was that a melter weapon? Nice one.
Unbelievers! Out of my way!
Use cover to avoid enemy attacks. You got it, boss.
On it.
Abla, be a dare and
I
like
refuse.
look after me, would ya?
I'll make it happen.
Another enemy down.
150% and normal damage by default. Sweet.
Chaos guides me. Death to the weak.
Just a minor setback.
I barely bounced off your armor.
A tactically sound approach.
Stay vigilant. The glory of the Imperium.
Yep, no. That's a melter gun, alright. And then some.
I took care of this one.
I serve the ruinous powers.
I'm expecting to attack those.
I won't compromise my principles.
Well, I thought I already gave him that.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea. I refuse.
Oh, whatever. Just shoot
It's as good
this.
as done.
And this.
I won't compromise my principles.
My
Damn,
place
how
is
they
at the
dodged
wall.
that?
Break them around.
Are you trying to kill the cultist or melt the deck?
You are target.
I'll see to it, personally.
You never stood a chance.
Nice. I'm a little miserably late.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive.
Whoa, language.
Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
What are your orders?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Sure, why not? Not like I've got anything else going on. Is that an Ore or something? Hold on. Where was I supposed to go? Find the arch. Not this lift in any capacity. Let's just wander around a bit.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Full on bloody road here. Firing your oaths, no carrying and no hiding. You see the trader, you kill the trader. Advance not looking good. Which sucks for you.
Let us not dawdle.
The fact he's using a melter gun just tickles me. That is an anti-tank weapon. Why are you firing it inside the command deck?
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Yes, thank Providence indeed.
Always on time, eh, Kunrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Mort? Pull yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Geller field failures, but
Oh,
communications
she's
were
pronounced
already
Geller.
unstable half an hour ago,
Geller.
and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only Voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Interesting how they don't give you, like, the ability to question what the hell a Geller field is. Mutiny, but what I'm using here in the warp. I don't know, man. I feel like there's that's kind of obvious. Why would you do a mutiny when there's no one around to save you, to stop you, and there's demons everywhere who would love you to do that? You know? Mutiny against the Emperor's Anointed? Nah. I'm a loyalist and all, but I'm not like a foaming at the mouth loyalist. We need assistance though still in the middle decks. Perhaps we can stop this wave from spreading. Oh no. Oh no, what's happening to my internet? I just saw something and now my internet's gone down. Hold on. Still says I've got the connection, so I'll just keep streaming and hope everything's fine, even though it's saying I'm dropping like 40 frames a second. What?
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once.
Her expression changes, her eyes flash ominously. Ooh.
Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not a good thing.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psychic powers.
Was Edelthrad the guy who didn't have a profile pic earlier, who was flubbering about earlier? Okay, I'm definitely like skipping over like the last panel of dialogue.
Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
I should do everything in my power.
Not everything in your power. You will do as I say. I'll have your heads if you fail. Is that clear? Then move out. Mort, come.
Are you mad at me for saying I'll do my best?
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
Those other two options seem rather cheeky. Why does it keep dropping frames? What the hell is going on? I shall make do. Lead the way.
Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Something hits you hard with a sharp crackle and you're consumed by unbearable gut-wrenching pain. Wow, I'm so shocked. The shamed heir is a traitor. Wow, I can't believe this happened. Ow.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. She has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber, and for that, I need her breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
What are you, two-faced scum? You're the one behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warrant Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates to the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
Should I really anger the guy who's holding me at gunpoint? I am tempted to go for number 2. What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel?
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
And I could just hit him with, like, the 3-hit slur combo. Sure, why not? What sort of pathetic excuse do you have for your apostasy, you sordid, wretched piece of croc's waste?
Wretched? What do you know about wretchedness? Theodora's cur. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind.
Yep, no, he's gone full chaos.
Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench Fon Valencius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
The blade flashes in the dim light and drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment you feel nauseous, your head is spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sources' voices echo each other, drowning out your own thoughts, placing a single urge. Go to the gate, go to the gate, go to the gate. Get out of my head! And the voices in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry. You feel this intruding influence forcing you onto your feet and make you take a step towards the gates in the center of the chamber. Why is it blue? Decision consequences. You were wounded by the corrupted weapon which led to a warp entity entering your mind? That's not good. In the gateway arc, you see a cogitator with human likeness built in the front panel. As you approach the switch site, servitor, blah blah blah. Blah blah percentage blah. Examine the device. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. When immediately catches your eye a strange alloy that was used in material for architect. Yeah, I thought it was going to be architect. Suddenly the gate begins to move. With the screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward close to you. The leather jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The surface mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing some mysterious symbols on the green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voices that filled your head after Void wound you with his blade do not go away. On the contrary, the source coiled inside high knots somewhere in the depths of your mind. Look for anything that could be used as a weapon. I kind of hope someone needs sonic weapons. Second the pain. The chamber entrance is completely empty in perfect working condition. There, a broken panel protruding piece of rebar in the side.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
And the sentinel's maw. Ugh. The sentinel's jaw clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servant's throat. Immediately you see her humming as the servant may start up and the pumps stir into motion. The screen of cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. The sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you're beginning to feel sick. Perhaps you're leaning against the gate. You can catch your breath and even close your eyes pretending that's ever happened.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
I do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from, cracking like static. Is it the sentinel? The cogitator? Is it a figment in your weary mind? Whatever it is, you can clean her world. Yes, I do require assistance. Page shoots through your head and sights just quickly. You'll see as the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
There is still another way.
Let's get out of there. Whoa. Now this is impressive. Is this the warrant of trade? I thought it'd be smaller. That's incredible. No wonder there's a whole room for it. Let it be known that by my will and true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the warrant of trade and bestow upon them and their dynasty the great mission. Be the paragon of humanity, unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost. To triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily through rose thorns, to do pain to greatness.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
I need to contact someone, preferably Theodora.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Voxmaster, restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper deck
Potency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection.
Damn it. I need a weapon. I'm utterly defenseless.
From the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
Right. Leave me away from here.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Screen story forward, you see notification on top of the screen indicating the static current objective. Journal. Written contact. Got it. Seal the warrant. Old injury. Yeah. Oh, me.
Is there money to be made?
It's said invisible, so there's no small chance he's actually on the side there. Damn.
Run, fools, or fall!
Yeah, that'll do. How are you? Hi, welcome.
Mistress? What? Whatever are you doing in the Warren Chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me! What is the meaning of this?
Couldn't avoid to get as a traitor. We parted ways on the officer's deck. He stunned me somehow and brought me here.
What?
He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something, and trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of that plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Mistress, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Woodrow openly admitted that he is the mastermind behind the mutiny.
Saints' blood! Then it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Mistress. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Didn't I already have a pistol? When fighting a character can... Fighting a character the other, you can lose wounds. Your character suffered an injury after being attacked by Conrad. It happens when the character receives damage that exceeds 50% of maximum wounds in one round. Injuries use character's resolve. When a character initially suffers an injury, it's considered fresh injury. Experience past fresh injury becomes old injury. Fresh injury can be healed using a medikit. Old injuries can be healed with a medikit that requires a first aid skill. Imagine a feature based on medikit taken medicine once. When a character uses a medikit in battle, medikit test, blah blah blah. Inventory, okay. Stack 1 of 20 is quite scary to read, isn't it? Let's see. Oh right, no, they took away my... Of course. No dodge penalty, I see. I like how they show you how it scales. Can't be equipped by this character. Cool! I have no medical training. So, I just can't heal myself, is that right?
What advice do you seek?
Oh, but Albert here can equip it. And I can have him...
This wound will make a fine. That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics, instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
It's always good when your first warp jump ends like this. Looks like it's gone wrong with the translation.
I am no helmsman. Oh, God Emperor preserve me, navigator. However, I have spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well. It could be that the Geller field has faltered. Perhaps the navigator was struck down by warp corruption and is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak. If we get thrown off course, we will be forever lost in the warp. Naturally, we would likely not have long to live in that scenario. But I will not resign myself to such an outcome just yet.
I'm going to expect to find Navigator's Sanctum.
Transit, the Sanctum is closed to all who are not involved in traversing the Empyrean. And for good reason. For the Navigator to open their third eye and perceive the way, the Sanctum must be bathed in the energies of the Immaterium. Only a Navigator can withstand such an ordeal. For the rest of us, any contact with the warp is fraught with perils such as loss of sanity, spontaneous mutations, and death.
How did you find me?
You sent me a Vox message. Specifically, a Voxcast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. You mean to say you did no such thing?
I think the Warren Sentinel sent a message. Appeared when I opened the chamber.
Warren Sentinel? The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort. The Warren Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same?
I heard one of Theodora's Fluxcasts.
Lady Theodora's. Which one? The last one I received was about the Navigator's Sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well, and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course.
Navigator Sanctum, very well. Will you lead the way?
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle. which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward!
No mercy to those who oppose Von Valencius!
You'll make a suitable sacrifice.
I'm back into the tactical phase. So we have a turn where we can just like find cover. That's good. You're an entirely melee character, so maybe I should push you up a bit.
Death to non-believers! Out of my way!
I've suffered worse.
Mobility cards depending on their archetype. Cool, so I can yell at you to follow my orders.
Who, if not me?
I can shoot online if I wanted to.
I'll make it happen. Your end was inevitable.
Interesting.
Chaos guides me.
Plus there's parrying as well. You can manage as a warrior, able to specialize in melee combat. Charge to close the distance and deal damage. How about we have you cleave them down? Charge that one down. Nice! Attacks of opportunity. No, I want you to have that equipped. Well, I could probably end the turn with a... It's a good time to brace, but like, what's the point? Well...
Death to the weak.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Friendly fire is a thing, got it.
You could do worse, but not by much.
What about kidding, huh?
I won't stand for it.
My ears are ringing.
Accidentally shot Abelard. I am a great leader.
Indeed. On fewer tongue.
Oh well.
Serve the ruinous powers!
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Once character attacks, they can't move, which is such a weird decision. If you ask me.
I'll see to it personally. My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
I've suffered worse.
I took care of this one.
Please.
The healing is much appreciated.
Ah, so you can heal like that. Very good.
I'll make it happen.
Reduced to dust.
Off with the head. You can now level up. Awesome.
I know how to take risks.
Sorry for shooting you, buddy. You can forgive me, right? You can go heretical? Wow. You can go radical and Puritan as well. That's interesting. And of course, being radical does... Being an iconoclast does make you radical. So fascinating. Next is choose a skill. Let's increase my carouse because it's kind of pathetic. You know, I'd like it to be 35 as opposed to 25. Make up for my weakness. And I definitely will have you be that because I'm fairly convinced I can get by with low medic for a time. Let's get out of this wretched place. Brings me no joy. Head over to Navigator Sanctum. Oh.
Death, I hear it. Here, on the threshold of the blinded guide. Doom comes from the heavens.
Master, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
And here I was about to blame her for being suspect.
Sorry, old man. Their voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abela, how they sing.
This woman is sanctioned, right?
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
The interior consciousness shrinks and crawls in deeper. Its claws scraping as towards your mind. Its presence trying to hide from the seer standing before you. If you don't like it so much, you can get out. A diviner, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you are von Valancius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, We finally meet.
Officers frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officers' deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officers' deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Ethelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Ethelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
What are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
We must save Navigator as well.
No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Sounds like a plan to me. We will remain in this corridor forever.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Lots of viscous of course. Let's stop them from stopping us.
Challenges make the spoils that much sweeter!
Let the blood flow!
Oh, that's how important it is. I see. If there is a psycho and an operative, an operative she can study opponents, identify their weaknesses, and have psycho abilities allow her to deal damage to them. Analyze enemies' exploit effect. Expose weakness. Single enemy is exploited. Cool.
Was that you? Or... Not the Scryer's job.
want her to move up to here, but she can't do that yet, so I'll have her instead move up to here.
Future on the battlefield.
And let's do that to Abelard. That'll probably be fine, right? Six cells. Okay, no.
Victory is imminent.
Then we'll just have you brace and wait.
Let's get to it.
A temporary setback.
Use the hologram to gauge the effectiveness of your intended actions. I see.
It's as good as done.
You serve me.
Who, if not me? I'll make it happen.
I don't like who you're aiming at. I don't think you should be doing that.
Anything else? What an unfortunate turn of fate.
I will do my duty.
What? No, I mean if you, oh.
I'd rather not.
Misinput. I thought that I pressed 2 and I should have pressed shift 2. Fair enough.
Such is the will of chaos.
On it.
Didn't realize that's how it works. Okay, I'll need to change my setup at some point. That probably would be really good against like that,
I'm not
but
so sure.
she can't cover that distance.
What is this foreboding? On it.
That should be fine. We can do this.
Follow my lead. I'm not interested.
Can I tell you to take another step forward?
It will
Then
be
can
done.
you do it? There we go.
One to a target.
That's good. We'll take that.
Hold on.
Cover some ground. Take some shots.
I refuse.
I know what is to come.
Interesting, she does have a stubber. That's cool. At least you don't want to start playing around with the warp.
That's not the Seneschal's job. I've seen worse battles than this
How
in
do
my
I tell you to stand here, charge
beck and
here? And then cut him
I took
down.
care of this one.
A creature in the chair appears to have come one with its throne. You see pink parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs. They have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily. The air whistling is exiting the two dark gill-like slits on its cheeks. The creature's eyes shut. The two ordinary eyes, as well as the third one, sits in the center of his forehead.
I believe Master Vespider still lives. Well, the servants are dead. But the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
Give out a pointed look.
Master Vespidus.
Your time is short.
Navigator stirs, bending up to lift his head and half open his normal eyes. A dark drop rolls from underneath the closest of the third eye and down his face. He even had a black chair eye, tiny short. Voices coming from the Vox screen of these bizarre chairs. I'm glad Navigator is able to produce human speech. Our time is short to do what?
Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
It came from beyond! His body is not his!
That much was obvious. Ghidorah's screams are echoed by the silent cries in her head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight of Navigator's coming to the paroxysm of corruption.
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
Navigator continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling, with a fist stops brightly. His face is drenched in black and crimson. The dark ooze from under his third eyelid is turned from trickle and stream mixed with blood coming over his nose. There is purplish swelling around the eye.
Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
Navigator's still alive, but barely so. What do we do now?
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier.
Vespidas, good luck. And thank you.
Navigator does not give her a response. Black tears mixed with blood stream from under the closed eyes and looks the base of the chairs building out Sakian's first different after. Let's leave the poor guy.
I always keep my options open.
We can loot enemies. Interesting, interesting. I don't necessarily know how good I feel about taking weapons from heretical corpses. Yeah, sure, why not? I hope that took everything. If not, I will be very upset. To the officer's deck.
ship's as good as ours. It's all over for you.
I shall
What about-
pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot these.
I shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my Emperor.
That's a good way to make a first impression, I'll say. She seems confident. The white-headed warrior turns to face you, her eyes blazing. A weapon grips the hand, and for a brief moment it seems she's not going to stop and continue the meeting every target she sees, starting with you.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you?
I believe I'm Valentius, the Lord Captain's heir.
The hour is dark and daunting. The ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelthrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
I am no heretic. This Neshla is right. There is no time for talk.
Very well. We may leave it at that, for now. I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
I wasn't worried the Adeptus Auroritas doing aboard a rogue trader ship. You already said the Ecclesiarchy, did it not?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
What's happening on the officer's deck?
Massacre, my lady. And heretics are not just killing the crew. Some kind of blight is sweeping through the decks, filling the air. I saw people going mad the moment they breathed it in, screaming about seeing their dead comrades, tearing out their eyes. I implore you, my lady, be on your guard.
Ugh. We must get to the main hall of the
Through this
deck.
door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomap with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Combat currently use different kind of weapons compared in advance. Swapping weapons does not cost action points, as I found out conveniently. Oh, sweet. Well maintained stub revolver. It's marginally better than what I have. Which I should now graciously equip. Any ability to equip such a thing? You do. Very good. And without further ado, shall we move? Don't mind if I do. We will not move an inch. So does not open from this side. Right, she's quick on her feet though.
Keep your wits about you.
The Emperor is with us!
Your Emperor won't save you!
The Whispers told me a secret.
This should be good. Everyone in cover. Tanked by the armor. Warrior Detosaur resistant soldier. Burst ranged weapons with still high damage in the area. Raygon's unique soldier ability. Lets you attack multiple times a turn. When she kills lots of people, she gets better at killing people. So if you fire this shot, you're gonna hit him. Cool, don't do that. How about instead, we just have you, why would I not use that?
Doubt is for the weak. Eradicated.
Very cool. I probably should have used that before. Okay, good to know.
Chaos guides me.
My prescience has failed me.
Death to non-believers.
She can't fire that because of line of sight. Can she? Oh no, that works. Cool. Very impressive.
Anything else?
Indeed. Victory is imminent.
Oh, I thought you'd be able to do a cleave after that. That's annoying. You cover like a 60% dodge. That's amazing.
It's as good as done. I'll make it happen.
Good stuff.
My ears are ringing.
This is not an issue.
Just a minor setback.
Now you can do the burst fire thing, right?
I'll do it. Strike is a prayer.
Oh, joy. That guy looks more decorated than others.
Out of my way.
What if my first impression would be like, he looks like he could be part of a Blood Bowl team?
Death to the weak.
No, I don't want to do that and electrocute you. So let's just give you a bit of more dodge. you can't do that to anyone else. Alright, okay. Just end your turn then.
It will be done. One fewer target.
More than just the one, my guy.
Someone else can do this.
Come on, do you... Can I just take a shot at that guy? No, that guy. Oh, nice. Very funny, we've got like 3 backliners. I think this is a situation where we run and gun, right?
As the Emperor commands, eradicated.
I serve the ruinous powers! Chaos guides me!
Maybe I should switch over to the stubber real quick.
On it.
On first was the last pistol, and second of all, that didn't work.
Anything else?
I will do my duty. It will be done.
Gotcha. Love you.
I won't compromise
Oh,
my
shoot.
principles. I won't stand for it.
Interesting how that isn't cover, or at least not accessible cover right now. Let's just pass. Sometimes the best thing you can do in a tactical situation is nothing, you know?
Guided by faith. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Death to non-believers!
It's just glowing. That's like really terrifying. How about we have you move up over here?
In the Empyrean.
Was it you? Or...
Okay. Like I had a pyramid head for a second.
A tactically sound approach. I'd rather not. Indeed.
Yeah, just buffing him of the wazoo seems to work quite effectively, no?
Let's make some opportunities.
The fact that she can get caught in like the cuff of it is
Another enemy down.
not great. Oh, interesting. Field degradation applies to everyone.
I refuse.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Each strike is a prayer.
Hardly even a bother. So, oh, is control back to the players now? Sorry, let's just loot this guy's corpse real quick. He had A machine ride set in a multi-key. Oh. Good thing I looted him then, huh? Collect all. If nothing else, these probably have a sell value. Prosecuting area is completely destroyed. Oof.
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows. I will lead us to fortune.
Oh, nice. Do I seriously just have to like loot my own ship this thoroughly? That's very funny to me. Remote. Oh, so I can use that thing as an auto hack, but I'm smart enough to open the door. This speech tests Hammer by rolling an 100-sided die. Each skill test has a difficulty of up to 100. The next value succeeds, you must roll a value equal to or less than the sum of both the difficulty and the value of the skill used to the test. For example, you're attempting to test the difficulty of -10. Character's logic skill is 40. 40 minus 10 is 30. Therefore, to succeed in logic test, you must roll a 30 or less. See. I still managed to get in, so lol, let me go even. And it gives me loads of things to loot. Ooh! Like some melter charges. I like the sound of that.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Restore the power supply.
I always get the job done.
That's savvy.
My whispers crave entertainment.
Miscalculations are for commoners. I don't make mistakes. I make profitable learning experiences. That's how
Let
it's
me
done.
open the door. Oh, so every single area is like all this stuff I can steal from my boss.
Just as I planned.
Ooh, shotgun. Anything else I can loot that's not bolted down? I feel like a blood raven.
I'm at your...
Did I mention that my
Sins hidden in the heart turn all. Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
I want to see, so... I thought I said equip this. Sword. Not even a chainsaw, just a normal sword. I have a Medicaid skill, so you can equip this. You don't have a backup weapon, so I'll give you the shotgun. Might be useful, I don't know. Let's just blow the door because I've decided not to think anymore.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Nothing of value over here, so...
I always have a backup plan.
This ocular implant.
Remember to level up your character. Adventures even cogitates, Tormp's probably stuck in the rough semblance of a barricade.
Fate and fortune favor the bold.
I like how the character icon is a Space Marine helmet, even though they have absolutely no right to be here. Extra turn with 2 AP and no MP. Yes, I think I will take that, thank you. Invincible, don't mind if I do. Expose weakness, we've been waiting for this. And just get better. Which also means they can obviously chain run and gun into Revel and Slaughter. Which means in a perfect situation you can just like shoot everyone. Which is indubitably effective. Oh boy. Oh no. The roar of the flames rings in your ears, and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging wall of fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming, yet you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps. And then you see the figure walk out of the fire towards you. It's Theodora von Valentius.
Are you lost, my heir?
Her expression is calm, terrifyingly so for someone whose body is engulfed in an inferno. One of her hands is resting on the hilt of her power sword, the other is raised in an inviting gesture.
An apparition. A sorceress. Apparition. Trickery of the warp.
Sister, you will lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous.
Despite his commanding tone, Abelard does not sound too confident. He's staring at the rogue trader and you notice the muscle in his cheek twitching. This is impossible.
I doubt you are aware of the limits of what is possible. For your worldview is but an iota of what a rogue trader knows and sees. But I can tell that you would like me to share that knowledge with you. That power over reality.
Oh, she is so fake.
Lead you out of these flames. Show you a path. Rid you of pain. And give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide.
Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks like music to your ears. The entity that now dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer. The answer can be nothing other than acceptance.
Do not listen to this abomination. If there is naught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul.
Boy, I sure am glad I got her to give me some sense.
To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the crew! Lead them out! Find a way around!
Over the roaring flames you hear distant sounds, frightened voices, screams, muffled and distorted as if there were a body of water between you and them.
Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Edel. What are we waiting for?
Sometimes your character will have to make tough decisions based on their values, interests, and goals. Such decisions affect their convictions. This can develop in 3 directions: dogmatic, iconoclast, heretical. Each includes 5 ranks. The higher the ranks, the more zealously the character follows their convictions, and the more noticeably the world around them reacts to their actions and decisions. Appreciating the ranks of each of the 3 dialogues opens up access to new directions, dialogues, lines, events, and new abilities, most changes actually like towards your character. Also, some items can only be equipped by characters with certain convictions. And when the conviction branches reaches rank 3, Votary, it becomes the character's main focus. When that happens, the other 2 conviction branches cannot be raised above the rank 2 Adherent. The characters always have convictions of their own as well. Well, I'm not very heretical, because, you know, don't. Which only leaves 2 options. Dogmatic, walk through the fire, the Emperor will guide the righteous on their path, or Iconoclast, get the people off the bridge, I will not leave my people in harm's way. Which sounds nice if you like the chat log. Leave them suffering. I don't want to leave them suffering. But I'm a coward. The Emperor will guide the righteous on their path. As the needles pierce your consciousness, but are powerless to stop you. Take a step forward and the illusion breaks. With excruciating pain crash over you, Theodora's voice fades into the firestorm. And the voice of the companions calling out from behind, the streams of weak dying in an inescapable blaze. The blinding inferno, the harrowing pyre, the all-consuming storm releases you as you step out, barely able to stay on your feet. The blood is pounding in your ears, drowning out the world from around you. Your eyes kicking soot and burned eyelashes refuse to open. Free from the flames, you take 2 more steps before collapsing to your knees. The rush of blood in your temples and horrible pain over your scorched body cloud your mind, before suddenly retreating as if driven away by some mighty will. A new strength spreads through your veins, and despite the wounds, your body is once more ready for trials and struggle. You open your eyes and see a glow with warm light before you, the Aquila, the sacred symbol of the Imperium. Next moment you're struck with another realization. The repulsive presence that's once plagued your mind since the void had wounded you is gone. The fire seems to have burned the entity away without a trace. Woo!
Mistress, can you hear me?
Their voice cuts the din and pounding.
Which is more than I was expecting after what you just did.
Praise the Emperor! We passed through the flames! How can this be anything but a portent? For so it is said, that the Emperor will bless the worthiest and most steadfast in their faith.
Behind a Genta, you see a radio task still over in a fit nausea. The rest of the people are following you with away in the fire that consumes the range from 2 steps away. What's the light? Fancy that! See that? The killer was glowing. Nah. The Emperor protects Inertia.
Indeed he does. Huh. If I hadn't seen it myself, I never would have believed.
What happened to Lady Theodora? Did she follow us?
There was no Theodora, witch. There was an illusion, a temptation. A foul taint that tried to lead us astray. But she perceived its true nature.
Is that right, Adepta Sanctimonious? What? We'll just pretend like we didn't see the Lord's Captain standing there in the fire? Abelard, you tell her.
Whatever it was, it matters no longer. Your conduct is bordering on madness, or holiness. A path opened behind you, where one moment there was fire, the next only smoldering embers remain. But what am I saying? My eyes must have deceived me. Too much smoke for my lungs. Truly, would you have received wounds like these if there had been no fire?
The wounds are merely a sign of a trial laudably passed. It is something to be proud of, the same as decorations or badges of honor.
The element holds power over the righteous. If you're anticipating another wave of pain that does not come, your muscles feel strong, your limbs obey you without fail. Yet deep inside, somewhere next to your heart and stomach, you feel a sudden tension akin to that of a taut string. You're at your limit. The adrenaline that string your faith will not carry you much farther.
Did my eyes deceive me? I could swear that I just witnessed you step out of a pillar of fire with the rest following in your wake.
Sarah saw with faith in the God Emperor and walked through the flames in the opposite stack, just kind of running. I hurried here to join forces with you and the others. It's time to push the heretics back.
Indeed it is. Your wounds.
Look closely at Ladlethrad. Ladlethrad does not seem to have changed since you first met, but only at first glance. His face has taken on a strange hue, the skin in his temples appears scaled, and his voice now has an uncanny screeching quality. He's not a trace of fatigue and stress. The psycho's body has begun to mutate, a consequence of contact with the warp. You're not in the best shape yourself, Ladlethrad.
Noticed the signs of my blessing, have you? Yes. The warp is taking its toll.
Also, I'm burned. Can someone heal me,
Sometimes
please?
you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every...
I won't forget this.
Cheers. I do feel bad about letting those guys burn to death, but...
This is intriguing.
Let's close them up. Some goods. Ooh, +3 logic. Let's make myself look even nerdier. Not the best look, I'll confess. This is nothing. I didn't realize there was loot all the way out here. Don't. What are these messages? The studio being weird? Perhaps? Either my weird VPN is causing problems. Oh, I do not know why the stream is so bad. This is weird. You fix one problem, you cause another. Okay, so I found Theodora. Piano. What does seem looks like? Okay, Theodora von Zelensky's body is sprawled on a large blood-drenched desk. The Archimagination's corpse, still clutching a weapon, is slumped against one of the bulkheads.
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls.
No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
Lord Captain, who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
I doubt it. Woodkin wished humiliation and suffering upon Theodora, not a swift death.
It could have happened in the heat of battle. Not to mention that Mort was here, and he would have protected Lady Theodora to the last. How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Arch-Militant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me, and I'll try to see what secrets it holds.
Examine Theodora's body. Leaning close to the body, the cause of the apparent. The rogue trader's life was ended by an auto pistol shot, an extremely accurate one at that. Theodora's face bears an expression of surprise, the last motion she's experienced in life. Something on the floor catches your eye. A heap of blood-spattered parchments and scrolls that fall off the desk. As you fall down for a closer look, you notice something else. Small shards of glass scattered on the floor. Examine the shards. It's difficult to say exactly what was broken. The object fell to the floor, and not as much as you can ascertain. Upon closer examination, the shards appear iridescent rather than completely transparent, as if they've been submerged in promethium. Like the papers. Reports, accounts, dispatches. You go over the scrolls and you stumble upon a document that's starkly different from the rest. It's handwritten letters signed with the initials XC, and a seal with a symbol that's vaguely familiar to you. And sends shivers down your spine. The author of this letter addressed to Theodora von Valencia signed it with the seal of one of the Holy Orders of the Imperial's Inquisition, the secret police of the Imperial, and relentlessly hunts heretics, xenos, and other enemies of humanity. Oh, great! She got a letter from the people you never want to hear from. Dark Militant's body. Not a pistol shot went straight through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor in the furniture room with blood, brain matter, and shards of his skull. The safety on the Arch-Militant's weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second quicker than he. What do these shards tell you?
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces, drawing closer. Lady Theodora, and Conrad, and what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure. Tainted witchcraft.
Would you try touching Theodora?
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects, but dead bodies are a different story. Something like that would require her soul. And after what we saw on the officer's deck, I won't risk searching for it in a warp.
That is very sensible. Let's not do that.
Yes, the crucible of battle calls to me once more.
No, wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Idira, you can't bring her back. Let her go.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you? Oh no. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum will regret the day they were born.
Yes, we're all very upset. But please remember to breathe. just steal his hat, why not?
Is there money to be made?
Oh, a battle servitor. That's not good. That should be good. Light and medium armor. Cool. Why did you need to tell me this now?
That's not the Seneschal's job. At your beck and call.
How about we do this, huh?
Victory is in.
I like it. I like it a lot. Designate.
I'll see to it, personally. It's as good as done.
At your beck and call. I took care of this one. I'm not interested.
That's all we can do for now.
I'll see to it personally.
Damn. Encounter enemies with statuses. That's nice to...
I'll do it.
That's pretty good. We'll take that. A killer turn. Can't complain.
Anything else? What an unfortunate turn of fate. But of course.
Oh, so that's how you dodge an attack like that. It's literally by running away from it. That makes sense.
Indeed. At your back
An
and call.
attack, so we'll just attack.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
Here.
I won't compromise my principles.
Off agenda.
I'll make it happen.
Give her a turn.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. That is not the Emperor's will. As the Emperor commands, I act.
And I
Faith
fired,
without
and I
faith
missed.
is
And I fired again. And I hit this time. Let's give you a little bit of a foresight. Hide back here. And you shoot.
Anything else? I'm on your side, remember?
And you hit me.
I've suffered worse. I'd rather not. My place is at the fore.
This guy's gonna take a while.
Victory is imminent.
I won't stand for it. I'll see to it personally. On it.
I'll do it.
It's as good as done.
I feel like this is like the perfect opportunity to do a psychic thing.
Was the wish you leave her to rot?
Damn it. I was balancing like I was like, oh, I don't want to do her psychic abilities too much in case she experiences perils. But, you know, we're pretty low down. I think we can risk a perils here. And then we bloody well got the perils. Now our stats have been nerfed.
Your seneschal is always there for you. Let's patch you up.
Just in time. How may I serve?
And because that's not a wound... Damn it.
I have a nose for profit and a taste for adventure.
Never trust the psychic, never trust the psychic. Cool. There are so many good abilities here. I really like the idea of lasting impression. So just a straight +7, +7, +7 to anyone I reach out to. Charge and slash not in the warrior's turn. Okay, let's do that. Choose talent. Making cover better sounds amazingly valuable. That doesn't sound very good at all. 1%. Oh, instantly giving everyone an exploit sounds very nice. Oh wait, I don't understand this one. The operative inflicts an exploit even on enemies which are out of the operative's line of sight at the start of the turn. Does that mean every single turn they get an exploit? If that's the case, that sounds good for passive development. Sure. Bam 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 bam. Soldier gains increased crit chance. That just seems amazing. You pretty much always have full wounds with your healing, so maybe that. Mostly 16% crit chance is just going to be a lot of crits, in my opinion. Let's try that. Let's get out of here before we embarrass ourselves any further. And everything is purple.
I know how to take risks. I always get the job
Horrific
done.
vision is a product of the warp energies that permeate the bridge. Yeah, no, I didn't need a particularly high warp knowledge skill to tell you that, you know? Anyway, I guess the only way is this way. Elthrod, you're looking,
The second sacrifice draws its gaze.
You are here. But where is the Lord Captain?
the Lord Captain will not join us. Eudora Valencius is dead. I found her in the Artemis in her study.
God Emperor, preserve us. The rogue traitor is dead. The ship has lost her Lord Captain, and the house its head. No matter what ritual Kunrad is performing there, the warp is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. The warp is ringing in the air. This is the end. We will perish in the warp, along with the Warrant and all the dynasty's heirs. The enemy of humanity has triumphed.
Man, if we actually do survive this, we are so getting patted down by the Inquisition very thoroughly.
I've seen it before. We'd better get away from him. The changes are already accelerating.
I've bid you the very thought of yielding, and by resigning to your fate will you truly suffer defeat.
Words worthy of a righteous soul.
Save the lofty words for later, will you? The navigator's ready to take the ship out of the warp if he gets some help from the bridge.
Then we have no right to bow our heads.
Sorry, but unfortunately, I'm hope maxing here. Hey, can we like shoot that guy? Can we just like interrupt his profane ritual before we have to deal with something that's not made of meat? You can't avoid gear clearly in the gloom of the bridge. Broken bodies holding the same dog just seem a blessing limit to them.
We are out of time.
Turn a sickly yellow. Void gear, you duplicitous cur. Damn it, I fumbled my awesome phrase. Void gear, you duplicitous cur. The rogue traitor's death will be avenged.
What? Theodora is dead. No, that can't be. Not now. I still haven't.
The ritual will not be completed. I'll take care of it. And you, see to it that the void ship breaks free from the warp. Watch over our realm. And farewell.
Edelthrad, don't! Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
That was not very sensible. Yeesh.
I will deliver furious retribution.
Surrender to the dark powers.
Okay. Well, better that than something bigger. Yeah, Loki kind of want you to sit out this one. Let's see. Natural armor permanent. Oh, these things can be set on fire very well, and they vomit poison. And eat allies. Okay.
I'll make it happen. Who, if not me? On it.
That's not the Seneschal's job.
Just have you like spray bullets down this direction. That works.
Sure have. At your beck and call.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
Damn.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
That's good.
Doubt is
Let's
for the
keep that up.
But you, my Emperor!
Out of my way.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Yeah, how about you like tell us what you possibly can about that unfathomable thing?
On it.
guess the warp is pretty thick down here, but seriously, another bloody perils. That's why I don't like psychers. Just can't handle them.
Indeed. Target well struck. It will be done.
Chaos guides me.
There.
I've suffered worse.
I like Sableye just like toughen nails. Bark an order at him. Momentum. What's his momentum ability?
No matter the cost.
Oh, okay. Let's do that then.
Victory is imminent.
And I suppose I just ask you to keep doing that, huh?
Indeed. Grey hair, sure hand. An exemplary strike.
And do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have him like come down here.
Follow my lead. Oh, my ears are ringing.
So I can deal with these cutthroats so we don't have to deal with this bloody thing healing.
It's as good as done. I refuse.
Okay. You can't because you're wounded. That's not bad.
Death to the weak.
I've suffered worse.
Please continue to expose that thing's weaknesses if it has any.
No can do.
And I'll just have you shoot because I do not trust your powers in this situation. Ugh.
Reduced to dust.
That is so not good.
Someone else can do this.
Keep enduring.
Why did I not foresee this?
Cool. We're covered in acid, we're bleeding out. This is not going very well. There is no attack limit. Okay, let's do that then.
I won't compromise my principles. I won't stand for it.
And if I tell you to stand here, will you be able to provide him the buff?
My gut tells me it's a bad idea. I refuse.
And if I tell you to go here, can you
I
do
won't
it? No,
compromise
he's in a
my
really awkward position. Great.
I am ready for whatever comes.
Let's just get out the gross pool of acid and, like...
Pain cleanses the body.
Oh, will this bleeding last?
Blessed be the hand of the healer.
I did this, thankfully due to aiming angles. He's fine. Right?
I serve the ruinous powers!
Can I ask you to like shoot that guy?
Descend, future, on the battlefield.
Wow, that was awful.
Was that you? Or...
Can I ask you to like charge here?
At your beck and call.
Cool.
I took care of this one.
Shoot that.
It will be done.
Off yourself. Increased power and dodge shots is wonderful, but I really could do without. Bleeding.
I'm still standing. Just barely.
Why doing this isn't more effective than this?
Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
I won't stand for it. I'll see to it personally.
Oh, I am so in trouble.
You should feel honored to witness this.
Indeed. I will do my target well struck. At your beck and grey hair, sure hair. Victory is imminent.
That was some decent damage. I'm surprised you could heal me though.
Sure to return the favor one day.
Be the fire in my heart.
Because I don't think it'd be good if my character died before they could do anything with their life, you know? Is this the only enemy left?
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Keep stacking the weakness.
Anything else? Not the scryer's job.
Oh, this is going to be a real slog, isn't it?
An exemplary strike. Indeed.
Oh, cool, more blood. Morality's getting a little bit blurred. Our task is to kill this thing, right? Not like says some secondary objective I can fall back on.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea. I don't need luck. I have strategy.
I don't know, man. I feel like some luck would do me really good right about now.
It will be done. Target well struck. I'm not interested. I will do my duty.
Just click.
I'll make it happen.
I will endure. Faith without...
Nice. Yeah, I'm not doing any psych stuff right now. I'm sorry, girl. You've lost your mind, bullet's privilege, for quite some time.
Will do.
At least till we fix your
Anything else?
body.
Victory is imminent. At your beck and call. I've suffered worse.
Alright. Just keep looping between handout boons.
It will be done. Indeed.
Just fuck it out, my guy.
On it.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged. As the Emperor commands, what is a prayer?
Not even close. That was quite anxiety inducing. And everyone leveled up. And everyone survived, which is quite frankly impressive. Let's increase our willpower after that horrible instant. I think I've already got that. Or rather, I think I've already got a really high fellowship, so I don't care about that. Yeah, let's get just a flesh wound, because that sounds really practical. Just being able to survive random things. Help you. This should have been amazing in that situation. Ready to Serve synergizes amazingly with myself. Let's increase your strength. Wait. What should be unsanctioned psycho? What? Non-burst ranged air attacks. That would be good for increasing our electricity, but honestly I'd much rather you just like have some willpower or something so we don't have more perils. Thank you very much. Ooh. Paper seems really good. Yeah, no, we'll do that. Soldier. What's ballistic skill? Just gonna be shooting. Recent critical damage is nice. More bullet. Sure, why not? Okay.
Fate and fortune favor the bold.
Good news is that everyone lived. Definitely want to be... I don't know, cool story. Indetermination, what does that mean? Rogue Trader realized getting 10% chance to survive one wound. Maybe that saved me. I don't know. Maybe that's exactly what I needed all along. Oh, here's the letter itself. We can read it. Esteemed Theodora, a change in circumstances demanded your immediate assistance in our mutual cause. Forthwith, upon receiving this letter and performing the necessary preparation of the crew, you are to depart from the Racket system. One of my acolytes, Interrogator Henrix von Kellogg's, operates there at the present time. Upon your arrival in this system, you will, without delay, make contact with him and offer any assistance required of you, after which you will provide him passage to the Furibunda system aboard your ship. On footfall, the interrogator will remove himself from your presence to await further instructions. Anticipating any questions you may have, I will stress the nature of Interrogator von Calix's action on Breckenmere is no concern to you. If required, when Calix just do what I say. Oh, so I'm giving you these gloves because actually, No, I'll actually give them to the guy who's charging into battle willy-nilly. Gold. And the cape too. Awesome. Oh my gosh, it's already been 3 hours. Hold on. Sorry. So what do we do now? We kind of burnt down everything. Can I talk to the bridge officer like this? How do I get here? Can I get here? What am I supposed to do here? Maybe we just go in the other direction. Isn't that a novel idea?
For the hero who renounced his impure life in the name of humanity.
I don't really think you should call it an impure life when there's another psycho right there. Well, I mean, I guess he was pretty damn corrupted from everything going on.
Rivor, Master Helmsman, systems status report.
By the Emperor, it's the Seneschal, living and breathing. Well, there's a tricky question. The old place is so overgrown with foul wickedry, we'll be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long.
We need to re-establish contact with Navigator Sanctum. It is our only chance of escaping from the warp.
Restore the Fox channel to the Navigator Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. You may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You are the only one who speaks for House von Valancius. You may not be the Lord Captain, but you, more than anyone else, deserve to take her place in the ritual that is about to commence.
He directs your attention upwards. The throne is the apex of the tall staircase. What's that do?
The Lord Captain's seat. Order the final preparations. Wait for the officers to report. Oh, blast it all to the void. Translation is a craft, not something to be explained in a tick. Just go up to the throne, mistress. These people are about to do the impossible. The least they deserve is the solace of seeing a figure sitting in the usual spot. And please, hurry. Every second we waste is a terrible risk.
Alright, let's go, let's go. By the right of blood, take the Lord Captain's place. The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerous currents invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is being distinguished is constantly changing while still remaining the same. It has taken on the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eyes reveal the entity's true surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire, the other, a vessel of ancient evil, bores into you. A voice seeps directly into your brain without ever reaching your ears, and this voice booms with all the horrors of the warp.
Mortal, who are you to oppose the very flows of fate? It matters not. Your footfalls are an echo of the sand pouring between the scales. Your hopes and faith are my mockery.
I've already resisted the temptation of the warp once. Whatever you are, you will not cloud my mind with a new illusion.
Resisting the inevitable means only that realization and submission will bring greater torment. There is no power that can hinder the flows of fate.
The aspirant vowed to return with a trophy, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. That fate was assured, and the steps chosen. And yet, you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you. On the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that day. The day of my resurrection.
Uh-huh.
Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to me.
The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine.
Oh, you wretched thing.
Seneschal. The Navigator's sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means...
The Navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the Von Valancius flagship. We will honor his memory, along with that of all who died this day.
Seneschal, will you tell us now? Who
Oh, we made it out? Sorry, I was kind of zoned out for a second, because the... one of the 4 Chaos Gods was trying to tempt me.
As First Officer, it is my duty to inform you with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty. By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision,
I am not refusing this position.
it is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the Warrant of Trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lady. It is because of her toils that we all still live. The deed is done, mistress. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
Da 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 da. We did it! We're a Warhammer 40,000 rogue trader now.
But victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained. For the second in line to the rogue trader dynasty survived. To hang the ancestral banners once again and exact vengeance on the enemies of House von Valancius and humanity.
Ah yeah, ah yeah, ah yeah. You completed the prologue. This is good. I'm liking this game. The whole visual novel aspect is working well. The combat's honestly, like, got all the tactical things I want. The plot is, like, very good representation of Warhammer 40,000 setting. I like it. I like it. Cargo. You Shadow's awareness can be seen on Abelard's face, though the old officer's eyes are keen. To recover you from head to toe, he frowns and mutters something else to himself. Pardon your ladyship. You had us worried for a few hours there. But after witnessing you fearlessly rush into the fray on deck, the only thing that surprised me is how long you stayed on your feet. Your strength only left you once the fighting is all over. Such fortitude is most admirable in a Lord Captain. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will also be their first briefing. You sustained massive losses among the senior and middle-ranking officers. Sometimes have to be filled by the deputy's deputy's deputy, while others go unfilled entirely, and now the deck clans are deciding who will take over the leadless crews. How did we come to lose so many officers? It appears the heretics are deliberately targeting the vessel's command. They knew exactly whom they were looking for and when they could be found. Which sounds surprising given their informant on board was our own Master of Whispers. You misspoke, surely. I'm a lady captain, am I not? No mistake, your ladyship. Lady Theodora for you was also Lord Captain. Do not take your title literally. You have a sacred rank that remains unchanging no matter who bears the warrant. You've been chosen by the Emperor to carry the honourable burden rogue trader. High Gothic, when this title operates, originates as a highly formal language, and so a certain level of inflexibility is to be inspected. Have you succeeded in tracking them in Voidka? No, Lord Captain. Nor the commotion is trail went cold. Our people are still on the hunt for any mutineers who may still be skulking in the ship's many corridors, but frankly, I'm not to be surprised here that we are now one shuttle short. I'm afraid there will be some time before he answers for what he has brought. What's on the agenda for this meeting? Reports on the condition of the ship and the crew. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from her important affairs to attend such routine briefings, but this is a unique situation. I'm still receiving updates from across the ship, and they are not encouraging. Guessing this bird's fly could take a gargantuan effort, even so far as you personally negotiating with the authorities of the system we're currently in. So prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses, your ladyship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge, and they in turn will have the honour of beholding the visage of their Lord Captain. I'm ready to start the briefing. Summon the officer. Let's see who I have to yell at today. A dozen pairs of eyes bore into you, their expressions revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. Attention officers, you've been granted an honour. Lord Captain Donny von Valancius will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. Perhaps you would introduce those present, Abelard. As you wish, your ladyship. Abelard points to a tall, slender woman, whose body seems to contain as many implants as does flesh. Vidius Suliotta of the Ptolemy line, our new Voxmaster. Wow, they weren't kidding about the implants, huh? It is an honour to serve your ladyship. The Voxmaster offers a deep bow. Aboard this vessel you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them, as well as external sources. I am your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. Beside Harry's reward, the Master Helmsman steers our ship to ensure the course set by Lord Captain monsters void around us, to ensure that we do not stray into an astrofield or a pirate trap. He's a gruff little man. The bearded man with a pale, almost transparent skin, large dark circles under his eyes, and a dour expression that seems hardwired into his face gives a sullen nod. Hello, Lord Captain. The ship's here to give us home to me, so rest assured she'll be in safe hands. I'll die before that come to any grief. And lastly, our High Factorum Generous Dunrock, who oversees supplies, procurement, and general material well-being of the ship. Dressed in embroidered jacket, the heavy-set man with oiled hair offers an obsequious smile and bows. It's an honour, your ladyship. You may trust me that all matters concerning your comfort, everything will be done to the highest standard. In the second row, we have 3 officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. The Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery aboard. The Infernus Master whose crew work to prevent and extinguish fires on the ship. Is this a dedicated role? Lastly, the Drive Master, servant of the Omnissiah. Every officer salute the Infernus Master so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. The Drive Master offers a salute resembling a dance, involving complicated manipulation of all the tech priests and mechanites. Thank you, Blood. Greetings to you all. Your present. What is this going to go on? I kind of need to wrap up stream sooner rather than later. Oh well. Master Helmsman, deliver your status report. Right you are, Lord Captain. To cut a long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ship's sound, more or less, but our engine seer prime navigator, who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. If we tried to set so much as toe inside the warp, I don't know what will happen first. Our warp drive being torn to pieces, or all of us melting into the bulkheads. Your ladyship, you've allowed me to interject. When we arrived in the system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all the available communication channels in the region. One of them was a Navis Novolite station. The station maintains complete Fox silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. I've located the navigator in the very same system is incredible a stroke of luck, a true blessing from the God Emperor. Bobby, you grab this chance with both hands, or else you'll soon be eyeing off asteroids to use your new residence. Slightly less bad news. We can go around this system till our heads swimming as long as Promethean supplies last. If any thick as rocks with lives can slip around, we'll be able to take him out, so you are on that score. Getting Infernus Master's report. Yes, Lord Captain. Lord Captain. The tall man bows his head in deference. I can report that all fires across all decks now have been extinguished. The preliminary damage assessment in terms of material loss and crew casualties has been completed. It's also been submitted to the Signash on the High Factotum. Post passing out the previous Infernus Master and his next 3 deputies expired in line of duty. Applard remarks in low voice, pitch heroes only. The lad is managing well so far. He can take the heat, so to speak. High Factotum, what do you have to report? We are toiling day and night to compile a full account of the losses. Plus, we require next to no involvement from your ladyship. I'll personally ensure that all damaged components are given into the text piece hands for attention and all lost supplies are replaced. There's only one resource that cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We've lost more than 2,000 crew members, and unfortunately this number is not confined to the scum from lower decks, which are easily replaced, but also includes trained professionals. We'll have be able to make up the losses on the nearest planet, Racket of Monhorus. However, the planet, the whole system in fact, belongs to the Winterscale Rogue Trader Dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the Governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiation at that level are a matter for the Rogue Trader. Especially true given Capulus witness penchant for attacking first and asking questions later. And the kind of thick-skulled dogs that usually instills the governance on this planet. Rise Master, I'll hear from you now. Voice is thought by a Vox retranslator emerged from under the tech priest Scarlet Hood. Lord Captain, the foes that set upon this noble void ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine trusted in my charged unharmed that day on the side, but a spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of switching sorrow and anger. With great sorrow I must also report the engine seer Prime, the overseer and spiritual authority of all tech priests aboard, fell in battle. Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him. A most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard who experienced and comprehension of safe protocols. Of course, that full Magos. We require replacement as soon as possible. Master of Ordnance? My job's simple. Maintain your arsenal fire on top. Just as simple. Got no crew, no Lord Captain. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself. So what? Comes off his hostile and bitter reply. It's as if a dam has burst inside him and all his pent-up emotions are rushing out of him. The ship's in ruins. Every second officer's dead. Oh my god, green lookout disposed to his void knows where. Silence. The British and magnificent glass panes seem to tremble under the force of outbursts. Oh, it forces Caesar's mutineer. If only one officer out the whole lot has fallen to pieces, and that's not bad at all, your ladyship. I do humbly apologise on behalf of the entire crew. What would you have us do with the Master of Ordnance? The full Master of Ordnance, I should say. Sci-fi replacement is word of one line up. Honestly, this is another of those situations where the iconoclast option seems like just not the best option. Like, I want to be nice, but I want to be pragmatic. And I need to, like, establish control here. So I'm not just going to say, execute him. And I'm not going to say, release him. I'm not punishing him for a moment of weakness. It's not a terrible attack we can do. If he's not going to recognize me as Lord Captain, then I don't need him in the position. So I'm going to have him, like, flogged. Experienced Master of Ordnance are few and far between, so for that reason he may remain in post. I'll leave his punishment to your discretion, Abbot. 20 lashes a month for the next 6 months. Deprivation of his rations privilege the same period, with the option to extend. Record that in his file. Yep, that's exactly right. That's exactly what he deserves. All that says I'm linking your Master of Ordnance. She's just sniffling. You disgrace yourself and your entire clan. Enough, the hysterics are over. Let's resume. Master of Ordnance stands up, wiping the blood from his broken nose. His face is a picture of shock. What just happened seems to be taunting him now, and the knowledge of the figure so narrowly escaped. To summarise, we have sustained serious losses in crew members, and we require a new engineer, primary navigator. Is that what is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain, but bear in mind this will not be the end of our trials. The ship's systems must be properly inspected for major damage, which is going to be carried out at Footfall Station, home to the only dockyard in the sector. But we will never reach Footfall without first solving these 3 immediate problems. What can you tell me about the system in which we currently find ourselves? I ceased the Vox Martyr at this point. Mr. Solomon? We were in the Rykard star system. Our voyage here was undertaken on the orders of the ship's predecessor. There are 3 inhabited bodies in the system, and our attempts to send Vox messages produced confounding results. The Navis Nebulite Station has not simply failed to answer, it seems to be maintaining total Vox silence. However, we did receive a distress signal from the prison planetoid in the system. The Marquette Minoris itself is also not responding to our hails, but what is most alarming is that our augurs have intercepted signals from the planet that seem to indicate ongoing hostilities on the planet. The situation is not very encouraging, but without a navigator, a tech priest, and new crew members, we won't be able to travel anywhere. Therefore, we must go to the planet and Navis Nebulite Station and find out what in the void is going on. Thank you for your reports. Dismissed. Your ladyship, there is one other thing, a confidential matter of the utmost importance. Lady Theodora. Lady Theodora, your eternally esteemed predecessor brought the ship here to the system for a reason. She was given a secret commission. Perhaps I'm wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything. And I should tell you, the Lord Inquisitor and the Emperor, the chief architect, is within the Cronus expense. I came across a strange handwritten letter on Theodora's desk. It was signed XC. Referring to the content note, I presume? Yes, quite right. Xavius Calcazar. Lady Theodora was to seek out Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man, one Heinrichs van Carlox. An interrogator, you understand. All I know is that he is somewhere in the system and we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires, then deliver him to Footfall in the Footbunder's system. Finding him without any more information to go on would be difficult indeed, but the Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities in the system, either Navis Nebulite or the Governor of Rykard Minoris, may know something. That is all of it, your ladyship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but there is a mere taste of the daily burden of a rogue trader. Soon you must take up the reins of the Von Valentius Protectorate. Abelard gives you another scrutinizing look, as if trying to gauge how long you'll hold off under his mountain of problems. His face softens slightly, and seems about to offer some words of encouragement. Oh look! 2 problems have arrived. Oh dear, someone's posted a joke in chat, I'm going to have to read this. An Imperial Guardsman, a Space Marine, and Inquisitor walk into the bar. The Guardsman says, ow. The Marine breaks right through the bar with his reinforced skull. The Inquisitor accuses the bar of heresy. When the bar refuses to confess, or even more, moved despite sustained torture, the Inquisitor accuses the Guardsman of failing to defeat the bar in combat. Yeah, that's a good one. That's yeah. Anyway. Hey look, it's my two weed-smoking girlfriends. Hi, Adira. Adira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. The sister battled grimly nods towards Adira. The psyker is suffering some ailment, or dark madness. She insists upon seeing the rogue trader. I just it would have been wise to leave her unsupervised. Yeah, given how she, like, periled earlier, let's keep an eye on her, lest she starts keeping eyes on all of us, which, of course, is a maths problem in of itself. Free from my Sister Argenta's voice sounded hesitant. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speaking of me of time, game auto saved. Yep, no, it's definitely saved. Wow. My connection has been so bad. There's a log. I shall now create a hard save. How do I do that? Like so. Oh! Well, that was fun, wasn't it? That was good fun. We are now the Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Traitor title card. Roll credits. Da 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 da. And with this, I shall gleefully happening course to yell at me. Maybe being a noble isn't all that. Whatever. Glad we managed to get through the intro, and I'm looking forward to playing more of this. For now, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see ya